Yeah, let's get my light set up right now. All right, y'all. So anyhow, sorry it took me a little bit. I got called out to work, so I had to run out and I had to go work a bunch of orders, and I got back. So this is a little bit later than what I thought it was going to be. Hey, what's going on, Corey? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get started with this. Look, y'all, I'm probably not going to be able to answer many questions. I'm just going to get right into this. It's late tonight, but I told you I was going to go live, and this, I guess, qualifies as after the hot seat. So I'm kind of tired now, so I'm just going to get into this. If y'all have any questions, just ask me down there in the comment, and I'm going to get started. So this all arose whenever I did a brisket a couple weeks ago on my Oklahoma Joe Bronco smoker. This is like still like real weird. Hold on, let me get my lights kind of situated right here. Try a different angle. No, still like a big. Still look horrible. Is this better? Let's see. Yeah, all right, there you go. So anyhow, a couple weeks ago, I went and did a brisket cook, and I haven't injected a brisket in quite a long time. So, and I'm kind of skeptical about doing injection briskets because I've been having such great luck not injecting briskets. So I was gonna go ahead and there's a popular injection that I was going to give a try to. So I went ahead and I found a dealer around me that actually sells injections, rubs, barbecue sauces, and stuff like that. So I went there and I got a variety of things, and I got quite a bit of these injections. In fact, I got 4 different kinds of injections. And what attracted me to these injections, and by the way, I'm not going to mention who this company is, this channel, nothing else, because the positive thing is they actually did the right thing, and they're making everything right. So you know what? We're cool, but I just want to let y'all know what's going on in case, and just in case they don't, in case they're just kind of maybe BSing me, but I don't think they are. I got a really good feeling from this company and also from the owner that they're doing the right thing and that they are going to do the right thing. But I'm gonna give y'all all kind of like a heads up. All right, so I got these rubs, and I got these injections and rubs and some sauces, and it all says that all natural. It also says MSG free on it, and so I went ahead and I purchased it. So when I got home, I'm looking at the ingredients on the back, and I noticed that in the ingredients, I couldn't even pronounce the words. I'm like, this doesn't seem like it's all natural to me. So being curious and wanting to know what I'm gonna be putting into my body, and also I'm also sensitive to like MSGs, and I know a lot of people are. My grandmother was extremely allergic to MSGs, and she had to watch what she actually ate. My wife is sensitive to MSGs as well. So I went ahead and I looked at the list of what's in there, and I determined this isn't all natural. So, but then I started reading, and this is some of the ingredients. I wrote down the ingredients right here of what's in there. So there was stuff in there called sodium phosphate, disodium guanylate, silicone dioxide, disodium inosinate, hydrolyzed soy protein, and also autolyzed yeast. By the way, I'm not going to be probably answering any questions. I'm just going to get through this, y'all. So y'all go ahead and chat, and I'm just going to. Then if y'all want to rewatch the playback, go right ahead. All right. So I think I left off on autolyzed yeast. But anyhow, I want to thank everybody for coming. Welcome everybody. Sorry I'm not acknowledging anybody. It's really tired. It's like past 1 o'clock in the morning, like 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and just freaking that light's like blinding me here. So anyhow, let's get on to with the ingredients here. So I looked these all up, and I went to I went to like 12 different sources, and I looked up all these, and I cross-referenced everything. So before I even called this company and questioned them about everything, I already knew what was going on. I already knew what my answers were. I already knew what I was seeking to get from this company, which was corrections. You know, you get the right answers. You know, don't BS me. You don't want to BS me. This is still weird. That's still like, all right, I think that's better right there. Okay. So anyhow, let's start off with the first ingredient, which is sodium phosphate. So I started reading these, and I was like, okay, I want to see if these are MSGs, because MSGs, you get migraines, you get headaches. My grandmother used to get both headaches. Hands will swell, your bones will ache. It's really bad stuff, especially if you're highly susceptible to it. So with sodium phosphate, I really couldn't find a match. I really couldn't find much when it comes to sodium phosphate that was in the ingredient of this. That was inside the ingredients of the stuff that I just bought. So I went to disodium gualanate. Disodium gualanate is only an MSG. It depends on how it is obtained. If it's obtained naturally, then it is not an MSG. If it's obtained not naturally, it is then considered an MSG. But to give the benefit of the doubt, I'll say that, you know, this one here, it was obtained naturally, so therefore this disodium gualanate is not an MSG. Get on to the next one, silicone dioxide. I looked that up, and all silicone dioxide is just a caking agent to help prevent the rubs or the powdered injections from caking up. So it's an anti-caking agent. It's not an MSG. Get on to disodium isoninate. I determined through some studies that in some instances it is an MSG. But then you come down to hydrolyzed soy protein and also autolyzed yeast. If you guys come across anything that is a hydrolyzed plant protein, soy protein, vegetable protein, it is a MSG. It is an MSG. So be careful when you look at your labels. If it says hydrolyzed soy protein, it's an MSG. Also, if you look up something that says has yeast in it, autolyzed yeast, that is an MSG. What some of these companies do is they will label stuff. What happens is they will put inside they'll put in their ingredients other things that are not MSG, but they actually are MSG, you know. But anyhow, so I called the company up. I asked them about, hey man, this stuff here doesn't seem to be all natural. So whenever I called, by the way, the guys, when I called and asked them about the all-natural stuff and also the MSGs and stuff like that, the guy immediately, hey, y'all, hit the thumbs up, by the way. So when I called, the first guy I talked to really, I think he felt like he was like really outmatched by me. So he went ahead and transferred me to another guy, which was the operations manager. So the operations manager got on the phone with me. Me and him had a nice lengthy conversation, and he really couldn't answer much of my questions either. And they actually told me that the all-natural labeling on their packaging is actually currently being taken off, and that all-natural is being taken off because of their packaging in Europe. Europe does not recognize some of their ingredients as being natural, so they are actually taking the words all natural off of their packaging starting this week. So I started asking about the MSG, where it says MSG free, and actually there is actually MSG inside their product. So he didn't know how to answer me, and I asked him, hey, you guys are gonna be removing MSG off of the packaging. And the answer I got was, no, we're not, have no plans on doing that right now at this current time. I was like, okay, cool. So I went ahead and I followed up with an email this week. I followed up with another email, and then the only thing that they really focused on was disodium gualinate. It's the only ingredient of all the ingredients that I questioned them about. It's the only one that they actually responded to me about, and they used the Livestrong site to quote all these ingredients. So I went to Livestrong is also one of the sites that I also used to look up all these. Boy, this is getting long-winded. Okay, so before I do any kind of exposed video, on this company, on this guy, on this anything, I want to make sure I give them all the benefit of the doubt and see if they're going to make things right. So I went ahead and I sent a follow-up email. They had this long, lengthy thing, and they really didn't address the other ones that I was talking about, like the hydrolyzed soy protein and also the autolyzed yeast. And they said that, hey, you know what, won't you give us your number and we'll have the owner call you. I was like, cool. So the next day I emailed them back, gave them my personal phone number for the owner to call me. The owner called me, and it was I'll say it was a very positive conversation. I've dealt with other owners before, and they tell me, basically up yours, go take a hike. So this owner was kind of concerned that I was, kind of questioning his integrity and questioning, their business practices. And I like, you know what, I completely understand. I probably would too, but these are my concerns. Because see, what y'all don't realize is that by me doing this and questioning these companies, it's not only helping the companies, it's also helping you get a great product. Because I'm for my family. I'm for my family first. I'm for my fans second, and I'm for the companies third. Okay, so that's what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this for y'all because I want y'all to get a great product, and I want the businesses to thrive. I want these companies to have a good, healthy company, and not seem like they're being shady or doing something undermining to the purchasing public. So I spoke to the owner, and we ended up that conversation with, he told me to email him everything I had, all the sites I stated, all my evidence. And I was like, cool, you know what? That's cool. And also the FDA also states, the FDA is also states that if you have any kind of natural or even unnatural MSGs inside your product, that you cannot put the words no MSG on your labeling. So I brought this up to him in the email as well. Well, the owner called me today, and he was pissed. He wasn't pissed at me. He was pissed off at his people. He apologized. He had a mea culpa. He's like, you're right. I cannot believe that this has been going on. So this owner freaking manned up. And that's what I'm talking about, y'all. He manned up. He said, you know what? We're wrong. I was wrong. I cannot believe no one has ever brought this to my attention. I can't believe that no one has ever said this to me. He thought that I was going to try to be an a-hole to him. I won't try to be an a-hole to this man. I won't be an a-hole to his company. I wanted things done right. But I sent that community tab out because I was getting the feeling that he was going to fight back, that he was going to push back on me, that he wasn't going to relent. He did the right thing, y'all. So you know what? To that owner that I'm talking about, if I had a hat on, I'd take it off. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And me and him are going to be in communication. Me and him are going to be in constant communication with each other now. And y'all are going to get a better product for it. Straight up. Y'all are gonna get a better product. He's gonna get a better business. That's what I'm about. That's why I do this. I don't want to hurt this man's company. And you know what? And I had such a smile on my face. I was so happy to help this man out, to help his company out, to help y'all out, to help my family out. Because I want to know what we're getting. Because it's my choice if I want to, if I see a bottle of rub and it says monosodium glutamate, it's then my choice if I want to purchase it. It's now my choice if I want to put it onto my food. It's my choice how much I want to put onto my food. It's my choice. All right? I know what MSG does to me. My wife knows what MSG does to her. You know, so it's our choice. But now that he knows this, he's now going to be ordering labels to cover over where it says MSG free. So you know what? As long as he does this, and you know, and he seems to be a man of a lot of integrity. Seems to be a man of integrity. He seemed embarrassed. He was pissed. He was embarrassed because the first conversation we had, he was, you know, kind of, you know, starting to bow his chest up a little bit to me on the phone. It's like he was trying to bow up a little bit, but all I was doing was just call him in concern. You know, tell him, hey, this is what I found. And go to find out, everything I found out was true. It was true, y'all. So, just want to tell y'all that, if y'all ever come across anything that says hydrolyzed soy protein or anything hydrolyzed vegetable protein in any of your rubs, injections, or inside of MSG. MSG it can be bad stuff. Some people it doesn't affect the whole. Some people it doesn't affect them at all. But there's millions of people, especially Americans, where MSG you get headaches, you'll get migraines. It's bad stuff, dude. It's bad stuff. You want to try to stay away from it. It's in almost all processed foods. If I go like a Chinese, buffet, and I know they have MSG, I leave out of there. You got to drag me out of there. I can barely stay awake. Hey, how's it going, Big O? Appreciate it, man. Thanks for checking in from. Yes, chicken fried. It's heavily inside Chinese food. So, but it is bad stuff. It could be very, very bad for your health. And so this is my consumer alert. So instead of me doing an exposed video on this company, I'm doing a consumer alert live. So I think this is a lot better way to go. And once again, to that owner that I'm talking to, thank you so much for manning up and doing the right thing. And all his packaging is going to be, all the stuff should be getting covered up within the next week or so. Everything should be good to go within the next week or so. Everything's going to be getting, you're welcome, is going to be getting changed. So anyhow, I do this because I care about y'all. I want y'all to get a good product. I want y'all to get the best products. And I want these companies, believe it or not, I want these companies to thrive. I want these companies to have great businesses. All right? That's all I want, y'all. And that's why I do this. And if I come across any other companies, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the same approach. I'm going to email them. I'm going to ask them questions. If I have concerns, I'm going to ask them questions. So anyhow, it's just telling me it's not. Actually, Shizzle Sticks. Heaven Made Products does have, I think, Heaven Made Products does have hydrolyzed yeast in it, but it's so far down the list, there's not a whole lot of it in there. However, Heaven Made Products like Heath Riles and all these and some of these other rubs that you come across, they don't put on their packaging that it's MSG free. So just so you know, if you come across anything, and of course the higher up the list it is, the more it contains. But with Heaven Made Products, it's way, way, way down the list. So there's probably it's way down the list. There's probably not as much there, but yes. But hydrolyzed, autolyzed. Here, I'll fold it. Okay, these are only two you really got to be Oh, it's backwards. You can't see it. Okay, so anyhow, HYDROLYZED, soy protein. It doesn't have to be soy. It could be just vegetable protein. That is MSG. Autolyzed yeast is also MSG. Anyhow, I care about y'all. Y'all have a good night. If y'all have any further questions, feel free. Once this video has rendered, the comment section will open up, and feel free to ask me whatever questions. If I don't know the answers, I'll find out the answers for you. But the only answer I'm not going to give you is who this was. I'm not going to tell you the company. I'm not going to tell you the man, because they're doing the right thing. They're manning up. So you know what? Disaster is avoided. Anyhow, I'm losing my voice. I need to get something to drink. It's kind of late out here. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all. I got a video coming out on Saturday. Y'all have a good one. Ciao.